Alright, let's get started with the animation. We have all the layers. Well, we're missing one, but we'll bring it in later. I was thinking, I think we're gonna have to make the sky all the way to the top, even though it might. Hmm, no, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this. We'll see. Wait, let me check something real quick. Mm, all right, we'll figure it out. Let's go ahead and scale it up, and then we'll figure it out towards the end if we need to make a change. So let's grab sky, edit, transform. I'm sorry, edit, transform, scale, and here I don't worry too much about the proportion. I'm just gonna pull this one up like that. Okay, I'm gonna do that. So pull it all the way to the top. I think we need to make a change. We'll do it once we get there. All right, so we're ready for the animation. To do the animation, we need a timeline. All animation is, or a video, or it's motion and sound in time, right? It's motion and sound in time, or picture and sound in time. So we need time. We need a timeline to show what is it, to tell it what is it that we want to show in what second, and what is it that we don't want to show in a different time frame. So Photoshop has that capability. It's one of the, it gives you that option. Very generic, but it gives you that option. So to go to that, we have to go to Window, and if you go to Workspace, there is one that says Motion right here. A different workspace, Motion. We're in Essential by default. Let's go to Motion. When you open Motion, some stuff changes here, right? And at the bottom, this opens. This is the timeline right here, timeline. If it doesn't open for whatever reason, go to Window and come down here and turn on timeline, right? Or if you close it by accident, you can turn it on again by going to Window, timeline. All right, so right now it gives you the option. It showed us to us, but there's nothing here yet, okay? Because we have not pressed the option to create the animation. So actually it has to be create video timeline. Okay, don't do animation. This is a little bit different. It's frame by frame. We're gonna create video timeline. Okay, so with that selected, just go ahead and press on it. And now notice that what it does, it gives us a timeline. Now we can play with time. 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5. By default, it stops at 5. We can make it 10. As a matter of fact, I think I did it 10. We were both at that. I think it was like 20. 25 seconds, I think. But I think with 20, we should be fine. So we can extend that. All right. So on the timeline, it gives you time. Okay. So now we're playing with time. It's not just a picture. Now we're bringing time in. All right. And notice that all the layers that we had, let me pull this up so you can see it more. The layer people, sketch, line, shadows, color, and sky, they're also right here. So this is a reflection of the layers that we have. So if I get rid of a layer from here, it will disappear here. If I change the location, for example, I'm going to bring people down to just on top of color, right there on my layer palette, notice that it also changed it here. So whatever, this is a reflection of the layers on the layer palette. All right. So that's why we had everything on different layer, because we want to play individually. There we're gonna, on the timeline, we're gonna have a certain time where we're gonna see the sketch, and then it's gonna overlap with lines, and it's gonna overlap with shadow, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's the reason why we wanted everything on different layers. So now that we have time, we can show what is it that we want. We can manipulate what is it that we want to show. All right. So I think let's start with 2 seconds. We're gonna show everything 2 seconds each. What I'm gonna do here, if you notice this part here, you can zoom in and zoom out more, and notice that you can get a lot of my different frames in between seconds. Frame 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then if you keep going, you get out to number 2 the second second. Um, so, or if you zoom down, then you can see less, but it's still 5 seconds. I want to make it a lot more than that, so it doesn't matter which one you grab. I don't know if you can grab all of them. No, probably not. I'm going to grab this one and pull it out. It's as you pull it, now I'm in 12 seconds. I think if I'm in 20, I should be fine. If not, we can add more. So here is where you need to tweak it. Okay, here's where you're going to have to tweak it. There's 19, 20. I think 20 we should be fine, I think. Okay. So now playing with this, what is it they want to show? This is whatever this timeline is, where this cursor is whatever is showing on our screen. Now we're doing animation. So for example, let's say I want the sketch to only show from 0 to 2 seconds. I only want to see the sketch. Okay. So if that's what I want, I'm going to grab lines, move it, shadows, move it, people, and also color and sky. Okay, so in other words, what we're doing is that between 0 and 2, I only want to see the sketch. So this is only looking at the sketch. That's why that's the only thing that I'm seeing. Once I get after second 2, I'm seeing everything because it's seeing this, 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 and that. All right, very simple concept. So with that in mind, I'm going to start moving this every 2 seconds. So actually, when I want to put this one right there. Okay, so lines, which is the next one, is going to go from second 2 to second 4. So I'm going to grab this one and put it at second 4. And this is more or less. I'm not going to check on the time very precisely. You can make it longer, or well, not shorter. Make it longer if you need to. You decide on that. So this one, the shadow is going to go from second 4 to second 6. And then the people is going to go after. So I'm going to move this further down. Now here it doesn't matter. They have to go in order because we're doing with time. So it really doesn't. This one needs to go on top of color, of course, right? Because it's on top of it. But actually, this one could go anywhere here. So in other words, it doesn't. This one doesn't have to be right there. We can pull it out more. Now again, remember we're working with time. So then we're gonna see the sketch, line, shadow. Next thing we're gonna see is the color. Again, it doesn't have to be right. This one has to be right there because we're working with time. And this is gonna go from second 6 to 8. And then after the color, the sky comes in. So we're gonna bring in the sky there. And I'm gonna, oops, it went all further out. So I'm gonna pull it in. And don't worry about this. We can still pull it out and make it the time window we need to. So it's gonna be from 8 to 10. And then after that, the people's gonna come in, and the people's gonna be from 10 to 12. Again, we might need to make it bigger. I don't know. Okay, so now by the way we have it, keep in mind, whatever this is passing through, it's whatever's showing. So right now, it's showing sketch, and you can look up here. And once it gets to second 2, it's gonna disappear and show lines. See? And then only lines. It's only seeing lines. There's nothing else but lines or lines layer. And it's going to continue. And then second 4, lines disappear and shadows appear. And then to this point, shadows disappear and color appears. And then to this point, now here's where I made an issue and I just realized. If I do it like this, then everything disappears. And I don't want that. I want this to stay. Once we get to this point, this is a transition. Here, we're going to keep this while this is going to be on, and then the sky is going to appear and the people. So for that reason, I need to grab this one and pull it all the way over here. So now, I'm seeing color. Color is going to keep on being on, and then sky is going to come in. And now we have sky and color on, which I should also pull this one out. So now I see color, sky, people. Okay, so again, that's what we want. Everything's in layers. You're working with time now. So it's sketch, lines, shadows, color. Color stays on. Sky. Color and sky stay on. People. Okay. Now I want to play it. Just pull it back. There's a play button right here. And it will play for you. Alright. Just stop right here. On the next video, I'm going to show you how to do a transition for it not to jump like this, but have a smooth transition between these two, or actually this four, this one, this one, this one, this one. We're going to do a transition for it to appear, for it not to jump in. For example, on the sky, we don't want just for it to jump in. People, we don't want them to just appear like that. We want them to appear gradually. And so we're going to be working with opacity. But we'll do that in the next video.